everyone, what's going on? This is the Castle Gaming Round Table. It is November 27th. We've been off the air for a little while because, well, I was moving. As you can see, my background is a little different. Um, and just scheduling and all kind of crazy shit. And apparently, in between that time, and shit happened. But I'm here today with Nate Rowe. Say
Yo,
hi to the people.
what's up?
Yeah.
It's your local ginger.
um, And in between the time that we've been gone, and now that we're back and we're doing, you probably wonder where's Dwayne. Apparently, he plugged in the PS4 into his Xbox to get greatness through it, and it blew up. So,
He then went to a bald
um,
guy convention where they all had the same problem and they rub each other's heads for
yeah,
good luck.
yeah. So that's what happened. But no, that didn't happen. But
Yeah.
but in between that time, the PS4 and the Xbox One dropped. At its $400 price point for the PS4 and the $500 price point for the Xbox One. So even your mama knows about this at this point because no one was shut up about it since they've been out. And we're gonna have a shorter show today. Something we're trying to keep. We just want to give you guys our opinion about the two new next gen consoles. And if you guys head on over to our YouTube channel, the Castle Gaming YouTube channel. I believe it's youtube.com/Castle Gaming, and you can check out the two unboxing that we put up there.
And I do want to
You can
stress to
listen.
the viewers that nor Lance or I have an actual PS4 or an Xbox One. This is strictly our opinion based off of streams that we've seen, and our buddies. A couple of our friends have one, so you know what I'm saying. This
Yeah,
is
yeah,
strictly like these. This is opinions of people who haven't ran out and purchased it yet. More to give you a opinion from somebody who it's unbiased, you could say, because we don't own these actually yet. So
yeah. Like I was there for when Dwayne he owns both Xbox One and PS4. He got them
the
the
one
day
guy we
of.
need here for this opinion spot, and
He's
he's
not
like,
here.
Skype doesn't work.
He has to go. He wants to go visit greatness. So the shit that's gonna. But from my observations of both consoles, the thing that really kind of really that kind of rubbed me the wrong way for both consoles. A lot of people may not know this, but people who are into, if you are a gamer and you're like into this thing called DLNA, this is I'm trying to get the actual definition of what that means, but
Way to go, Lance. Way to keep our
I'm gonna
audience
bring it up.
informed.
I'm gonna bring it up. It's called Digital Living Network Alliance. This is something that was created, I think, championed by Sony when it first came out, and like it kind of spread out, and now you have all these different devices that can do DLNA. What this allows a person to do is, say you have like a network hard drive or just a computer in the network that just happens to have a bunch of like uh, videos, pictures, all that shit. And sorry for all the weird noises you hear and people are trying to hit me up for some reason.
Totally
But any of
understandable.
that stuff that you have on like a server, like if you have a personal home server, what would happen is when your Xbox or your PS3 gets, I'm talking about Xbox 360 and PS3 right now. When any of those is on the same network as that computer, you will have access to your media library, and you'll be able to stream that to your television, like anywhere in the house. And for some strange reason, the Xbox One and the PS4 removed that completely. So I'm like, what the fuck? I don't understand how they call this the box to be entertained with everything in the house. Especially I'm very disappointed in the Xbox One that took out the Xbox video player, which is like it's a feature that comes with it. It's not the app you download or anything like that. It just had that ability to stream pictures, movies, and just various videos of whatever you had on there. And they definitely took that shit out, and I was just like, ugh,
Well,
just retarded.
okay, fanboy stuff aside, like I've seen Um, I've seen people stream both consoles. I've seen the exclusive titles for both consoles. I watched a little bit of Killzone for PlayStation. I watched a little bit of Rise of Rome or Rise Son of Rome and Dead Rising 3 for Xbox. Um, they all looked good. I think right now one of the big things, one of my big beefs with these new consoles, if we're gonna get beefs out of the way first, um, it's gonna be a few years before we even see the halfway potential of these new consoles because a lot of game developers right now are in this they're kind of in this limbo where it's um well, we're either going to cut out the old customers, we're going to cut out the people who haven't upgraded, and make this an exclusive game where we can focus our resources and push these new consoles, further. For a while, they're going to have to still make that same game. People who make stuff like Madden or Call of Duty or, these annual games, they have to make them for the older consoles for people who don't want to upgrade, at least for the next couple years. So that means for the next couple years, you're going to see a lot of these, this single game that gets released for four different consoles. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And it's going to be hard to push these systems to the new limits. That being said, though, I mean, I do notice the differences, when watching some of these games that are already like that, like, Call of Duty or Battlefield. Um, there is a significant difference. Like if you look at the difference between Xbox 360 Battlefield 4 and Xbox One Battlefield 4, you can see that nice that nice crispness, and that nice, that
It's
yeah,
purdy.
that is pretty. Yeah, that refresh rate is awesome. I mean, it's great. You know what I mean? But at the same time, is it $500 great right now to me? No. And the same thing goes kind of with PS4. Don't get me wrong. Like I would love to own one day, but that day is not today, man. I just don't see it necessary. Right now it's almost like just a status thing where it's like I got the new system, I got the new system, and it's like yeah, that's cool, man. But
Oh yeah,
there's
yeah. It
like what
doesn't
do
want to.
you got that I can't get that I'm gonna be mad about? And right now it's nothing. You know what I mean? Right now it's
A
I can
sticker.
live with what I got. You know what I mean?
You get an Xbox Day One sticker,
Yeah. Xbox
which
sticker.
is which. Funny enough, the sticker that they give you when we did that unboxing for the Xbox One, you get this like off white green thing that looks like it belongs in the 360. Like not even like the black 360, but the original 360. It's like this is it, and then the controller itself has I think it's a metal directional pad, and it does say Xbox One Day One
Hmm.
Edition on it, but it doesn't say it on the console itself nowhere. So it's like, well, that could be any Xbox because what's so different than this than when I would pick one up at some point. And I agree with you. The $500 price point for the Xbox One is not worth it at this moment in time. Is it a nice piece of hardware? Yes, it is. Just like the PS4 is a nice piece of hardware, and but yeah, I'm gonna sound like I'm a Sony fanboy or whatever. I'm not really a fanboy. It's just more of like what works for me aesthetically, what's gonna look good in my living room.
Yeah.
I have a lot of black units, and both Xbox One and PS4 will look great in my living room. But I like the sleekness of PS4. Um, but anybody who knows me well knows that I play a lot of games on PC. So I prefer the PS4 because when you start it up, it's clean. There's no ads. There's no thing flicking everywhere talking about, hey, 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 click on me. Hey, hey, click over here. Hey, hey. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ. It's
Yeah.
like, it's like if look, it's a good thing it doesn't have strobe lights going. You probably get a little epileptic seizure going on there. But um, I gotta say, from physically touching each system, the Xbox One is a very heavy piece of equipment. They did cut down on that, power brick size. I'm not in love with the new controller. It seems a little like it's just slightly off to me, but I have big hands, so that's probably what it was. It just doesn't have that same feel like I would get when I picked up an Xbox 360 controller. It's like, yeah, this feels good. Like I could really, I feel like I'm in good control here. But I picked up the PS4 controller, and that shit is beautiful.
Hmm.
It's nice. It is a huge, huge improvement over the PS3 version. It doesn't feel like I'm gonna break it if I press down too hard on the what do you call it, on the analog sticks or whatever. It just feels great,
Mm-hmm.
and the triggers are actually triggers now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not this weird like tube thing going on,
Yeah, one thing
whatever.
I found really interesting about the launch is that Sony really tried to come out. I mean, you can talk about the console wars all day, but one thing that
Yeah,
Sony definitely put into action business wise is they came out swinging, trying to take Microsoft's core audience, which is first person shooters. I mean,
yeah,
you look at the options. You look at the options right now for PlayStation 4, there are more shooters than there are any other type of games. Whether it's you got your shooters that are on every console, the Call of Duty Ghosts, Battlefield 4, but you also have exclusive title like Killzone. And as of right
yeah,
now, I think there are plans to bring it out on Xbox, but as of right now, Warframe is exclusive to PS4. That's a free game. You can download that today. If me and you were to go out buy a PS4 right now, didn't have enough money for an actual game, we could still be
yeah,
playing something together that same night. You know what I mean? And that's a big selling point in my mind. You know what I mean? Uh, there's just more options there. Personally, I would have to go with PlayStation 4 all day. Even if somebody was giving me, like, somebody put a PS4, Xbox One right in front of me and said, you can have either one you want for free, I would take the PS4 just simply because there seems like there's more options right now. You can't even do any streaming. Streaming is a
nope,
whole nother that's a whole nother topic for another show. But
yeah,
I
yeah,
am
yeah.
gonna dabble
We
into that
got
for a second because just I mean they are making it so easy now. It used to be if you wanted to stream, you had to go out and buy some equipment. You had to put some money into it. So it wasn't
yeah,
something that most people would buy the equipment just to abuse. Now you have consoles that are going to be able to Xbox not yet, but they are putting it in place. And PS4 is already you're able to stream through.
stream
Yeah,
out.
you're able to stream
Yeah,
through Twitch and stuff. People are already abusing this, and I mean, you have to expect that now you're giving people the capability of anybody is a flick of a switch away to be streaming themselves and them and their games and stuff. Um, you have to know that people are going to abuse that shit. But at the same time, that's a whole nother battle for parents to fight now. And it's a whole nother battle to give gaming a bad, gaming in general a bad name. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah,
You're
yeah,
gonna hear stories about, people abusing this technology in the worst ways, and that's what's gonna get noticed by the media, not the guy who has 1,000 followers and has been doing it legitly and is trying to make a good name for gaming. You know what I mean? You're not going to hear about that guy. You're going to hear about the one guy who, like that idiot who was undressing his wife on a PS4 live stream. It's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? So, uh, you know, that's a whole nother set of
it's
problems with
yeah,
the
they
consoles. But I mean,
yeah, yeah. We definitely would have to touch on the one of the stories that you told me about on another show because that shit is kind of insane what you told me.
yeah.
Teaser. But yeah, I totally agree with you. It's you know both Sony and Microsoft has found a way to democratize streaming. They've made it so easy. You just hit a button, you're ready to go. I don't know how much control you can have versus because I have never really streamed myself, so I don't know what the ins and out of it is when it comes to streaming video games. Um, I'm sure there's probably some limitations versus what you can do on your own with your own third party hardware.
Yeah, it
But yeah,
definitely doesn't look like you can tell who has the streaming equipment and who's just doing it from their system. The one from the
yeah,
system as of right now looks really generic. You got the gameplay and then you got a little box. If you got a camera or something, you got a little box for where you can have your stuff.
like put
But yeah,
yourself.
you can tell who has the streaming equipment and who has stuff like programs like XSplit, where you can have some really cool background effects, or you can have a nice little title bar that's running names at the bottom, or whatever the case may be. You can tell the difference. You know what I mean? Um,
It is.
I have no
Yeah, I
doubt
would
though. I have
imagine.
no doubt though that very soon, not only will you be able to stream on Xbox, but on both consoles you'll be able to customize your stream a little bit more. Uh, it's still
Yeah,
in
they
the
should like
development phases and stuff. It's like beta
yeah, they
testing
should
right
definitely
now.
they should really if I were Microsoft or Sony, I would definitely like buy up one of those companies and be like, all right, make my stream the best.
Hmm.
Like give my players, my customers the control like they need to do to do what to get shit done to make it look differently, because when I go on Twitch, you can tell people who are like, yeah, they really know about video production. Like you can see the chroma key going on, and they're just like kind of there in the game, so there's nothing else is instructing them. So I like that. I like that type of setup. I like the whole chroma key setup. But me myself, I don't know if like quite honestly, since I've never really was into streaming, I like to watch it. I don't know if I would ever do it with either of those consoles. And but going forward, I might share some game clips, but that's about it. But I don't, like I said, PC all day, man.
Well, I'm saying like, and
But
see, people who play PC gaming, it's um.
we can do the same
Yeah, well,
thing.
I mean, like y'all, like PC gamers have been able to stream for a long time because they've had that,
Yeah,
they've had the
yeah, yeah.
programs and stuff. Console gamers are just now starting to get into that craze, and that's really where Twitch is thriving from. Like, you do have a lot of people that watch, like League of Legends and Diablo 3 and stuff, and World of
Yeah.
Warcraft and stuff like that on Twitch. But you also have a lot of people that watch, especially with the new consoles out, and now yeah, that's another thing is like, it used to be specific streamers most of the time. It was easy to follow streamers. Now I can almost guarantee you're gonna have every little kid and his mama going, "Watch my stream, subscribe to me, please watch my stream, subscribe to me." Oh my god, like if you don't think it's bad enough with Twitch and Facebook where they don't even have to, audibly talk to you. It's just a message saying that. That's
There's a
already
blast out.
annoying, much less
Yeah.
every kid you turn to. My thing with that is like they're supposed to be cracking down on what you can say, your language and stuff like that. I want these companies to crack down on these kids playing M-rated games. I am so sick and tired of, you'll be playing a game like Grand Theft Auto and all of a sudden that squeaky voice comes over the microphone. Like, don't get me wrong, I have nothing against kids. Kids are great. That's awesome. But at the same time, this is an M-rated game, okay? This is 17 or up. You're not supposed to be playing this. You are not supposed to be. I'm sorry, your parents are awful and are horrible parents. You know what I'm saying? But you're not supposed to be playing this. I don't care how mature you're supposed to be for your age. I don't care. You're not supposed to be playing this. You can't have the concept that other people do. Um, but gaming is gaming's about to go down a crazy road, man. So we'll
Yeah, they're.
we're
I
along for
mean,
the
they're.
ride.
I mean, Microsoft and Sony, they're starting to live that dream that they always wanted to do. They always wanted to be that one box in the living room and make it so easy that anybody can get into it. They're pulling a Nintendo. you
Yeah.
know, so
Speaking
it's
of
like,
Nintendo, I do have to
yeah.
say really quick. I saw the other day. I saw this guy streaming the new Super Mario game, and out of
Oh,
all the
nice.
fucking games that have been dropping with the new consoles and everything, that was the one game that I was like, I want that. Like I want that game. I really want that.
Yes,
And
I do want to buy it. I'm not gonna lie. I do want to buy a Wii U for Christmas. I
I
really do.
mean, oh my god, man, it looks so awesome. It looked like they took all the ideas from the other Super Mario's, and just
Yeah,
crammed
yeah,
them together. As soon as I saw Mario in the raccoon suit, I was like, dude, sold. I want that. I want that right now. It takes me
yeah,
back
yeah,
to Super
yeah.
Mario
Doesn't he
3.
have a new suit now, like a cat suit of
Dude,
some
there's
sort?
like all kinds of they put in all kinds of new elements and they put in all kinds of old school elements into it. Um, yeah, like I really would not mind having it just to play through it because it looked like tons of fun. Like I would never tell my friends that I played it or that I enjoyed it as much as I did. It's kind of like it's like a grown man playing Pokemon. Unless you work for some place like IGN, it's not something you go around and bragging about. Oh, dude, I got this awesome Pokemon. You don't
But
really,
Dwayne plays it.
but
Dwayne plays Pokemon.
well, Case in point. We're gonna stop bragging.
And with that said,
we need to stop bragging on Dwayne, and we need to get out of here. But just want to thank y'all for stopping by again. By the time this video goes up, I'm sure it's actually. Are you gonna be editing this tonight, or is this going up after Thanksgiving?
Probably after Thanksgiving.
Okay. We'll go ahead and say we hope you had an awesome Thanksgiving, and you know, please come back next time. You know what I'm saying? Holler at us. You know who we are.
Yeah. So hopefully by next week we'll be doing another show as well, and definitely keep looking out for more episodes.
We can get Dwayne to get his mic working. He'll come back from the ball convention. All right, guys. Well, y'all stay classy. From Castle Gaming, I'm Nate Rowe.
And I'm Lance John.
Y'all take it easy.
This has been the Round Table Show. Peace out.
No stopping, no stopping, no stopping, no stopping. 4 o'clock and I'm still rocking. Yes, 4 o'clock and I'm still rocking. 4 o'clock and I'm still rocking. No stopping, no stopping, no stopping, no stopping.